I want to ask you about that philosophy of treating all of your employees, all of your team like partners and enlisting their help and enlisting their advice on big decisions like that. How do you ensure that when you do that, you're not alienating people by asking for their advice, asking for their input, and then basically saying, thanks, but I disagree, we're not going to go down that path?
Sure. And that does happen. And the other thing that happens too is, as with all polarization in the United States these days, sometimes you'll ask your people and half of them want to go one direction and half of them want to go the other. So just as important to have transparency in the problems that the company is facing and explain the why behind what's happening, it's also important to explain the why behind the decision that you made. Some leaders are bothered by that because they feel like, I shouldn't have to explain this. It's my decision to make. It's my company. I shouldn't have to explain it. In my view, however, I think it's important to explain it because not only does it help the employees and give them the transparency they need and the trust that they need in your company, but it also forces you to really solidify the reasoning behind your decision making in a way that you can describe it to others. They say one of the best ways to learn is to teach, and one of the best ways to ensure great decision making is to have to explain it a few times.